Hello and welcome back to Mrs. English Hub. I'm Amelia and it is so wonderful to have you with us today.
And I'm Johnny. Hello, everyone. We are so happy you chose to spend some time with us. How are you today, Amelia?
I am doing great, Johnny. I am excited about our topic. It's something I think about a lot.
Me too. Today, we are talking about a very special question. What should I call you?
That's right. We are not talking about your personal name. We are talking about a name for a group, a name for your audience.
If you create videos or write a blog or have a group online, you might wonder what to call the people who follow you.
It's a really important step in building a community. So today, we will talk about how to choose the perfect name.
And if you are excited to learn with us, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow our community here.
Okay, so first things first. Johnny, why is it so important to have a name for your audience? Why can't we just say, hello everyone?
That is a really great question. Hello everyone is nice, it's friendly, but it is not personal.
Not personal.
Right. When you give your audience a special name, they stop being just viewers, they become a team, a community.
I love that, a team. It makes people feel like they belong somewhere.
Exactly. It creates a connection, a bond. It shows that you care about them and that they are important to you.
It's like having a name for a sports team's fans. They feel united.
That's a perfect way to describe it. Think about the singer Lady Gaga. She calls her fans little monsters.
Oh, I love that one. It's so unique and it fits her style. The fans love it. They feel proud to be a little monster.
Right. It connects them to her and it connects them to all the other fans around the world. It is powerful.
So a name is more than just a word. It is an identity. It shows people that they are seen and they are part of something special.
You said it perfectly. That's why it is so important.
I hope this is making sense to everyone listening. If you agree that a community name is important, let us know in the comments. And please subscribe if you haven't already.
Okay, so we know a name is important. It builds connection. But Amelia, how do we start? How can we find a good name?
This is the fun part. The first step is brainstorming. This means you think of many ideas.
Brainstorming. Where do the ideas come from?
Well, you can start with your channel's topic. Let's practice. Imagine I have a channel about reading books. What words come to your mind?
Oh, okay. For a book channel, words like readers, pages, stories, chapters, bookworms.
Bookworms. That's a classic one. I love it. See, now we have a list of words. We can try to make names from them, like the Page Turners or the Story Club.
The Page Turners. That is so clever. I really like it.
So that is one way. Use your topic. Another way is to use your name or your channel's name.
Okay, so if my name is David and I have a gaming channel, maybe David's Champions?
That's a great example. It's personal and it connects to the topic of gaming. It's strong.
The most important rule of brainstorming is no bad ideas. Just write everything down. Get a piece of paper and a pen and just write.
Yes, you can choose the best one later. For now, just be creative and have fun with it.
This is really practical advice. And if you are enjoying our practical advice, why not give this episode a thumbs up? It lets us know you find it useful.
All right, so we have a big, long list of possible names, maybe 10 or 20 ideas. Now what, Johnny?
Now we need to look at our list and choose the best options. There are a few rules that can help us.
Rules? Tell me more.
First, the name should be unique. You want a name that is special for your community.
First, the name should be unique. You want a name that is special for your community.
That's a very good point. If another big channel uses the same name, it can be confusing for people.
Exactly. So do a quick search online. Check on YouTube, Instagram, and Google. See if the name is already popular.
Okay, so rule number 1, be unique. What's next?
Rule number 2, keep it simple. It should be easy to say, easy to spell, and easy to remember.
Oh, that is so important. If people struggle to say the name, they won't use it to talk to other fans.
Right. A simple, catchy name is always better than a long, complicated one.
So unique and simple. Is there a third rule?
Yes, the final rule is make it positive. The name should give people a good feeling.
Of course, you want your community to be a happy, positive place. A name like The Dreamers or The Sunshine Crew sounds so much nicer than just viewers.
Exactly. It should make people smile when they hear it. So look at your list and cross off any names that are not unique, simple, or positive.
This process will help you find the true gems on your list. We hope our tips are gems for you. If you think so, please subscribe to become part of our growing community. We'd love to have you.
Okay, Amelia, let's imagine a situation. I followed all the steps, I brainstormed, I used the 3 rules. Now I have a short list of 3 names, and I love all of them. I can't choose. What do I do?
This is a wonderful problem to have, Johnny. It means you did a great job. And there is a very simple and very powerful solution.
I'm listening. What is it?
You should ask your audience.
Wow, that is a perfect idea. It's so simple but so smart.
Think about it. The name is for them, right? So let them have a voice. Let them help you decide.
How would I do that? Should I just ask in a video?
You can. Or even better, you can create a poll. Many platforms like YouTube and Instagram have a poll feature. You list the names and people can vote for their favorite.
A poll! That is brilliant. It's so easy for people to participate.
Yes, and it achieves 2 very important things. First, you will know which name is the most popular. It solves your problem.
Okay, and what's the second thing?
It makes your audience feel so included. They feel like they are building the community with you. They have a real part in creating its identity.
That's the most emotional part. It makes the name theirs, not just yours. That creates an even stronger connection.
It really does. It's the ultimate way to show you value their opinion.
That's such a key point, Amelia. Involving the community makes the name so much more meaningful. Before we wrap up with a summary, I think it would be helpful to talk about some potential pitfalls. What are some common mistakes people make when choosing a name for their audience?
This has been such an amazing conversation. I feel so much more confident about this topic now.
Me too. Let's do a quick review of the main steps for everyone listening at home.
Great idea. Step 1. Understand why you need a name. It is to build a community and create a strong emotional connection.
Step 2, brainstorm. Get a pen and paper. Think about your topic and your name. Write down every single idea you have.
Step 3, refine your list. Choose names that are unique, simple to say and spell, and have a positive feeling.
And finally, the most important step, step 4, if you can't decide, ask your audience, create a poll, and let them help you choose.
That's the perfect roadmap. We truly hope this has been helpful for all of you who are building your own communities online.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Channel Name. We love making these for you.
And if you enjoyed it, this is your last chance to show your support. Please click that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next conversation.
We will be back again next week. Until then, take care. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.